Now, as you're growing these plants, some folks will be killing off plants as they go through the grow, right? They may see something in the seedling stage, as early as the seedling stage. Maybe they see funky growth to begin. They're not going to keep that, so they kill it off. Or in the vegetation stage, maybe they're seeing something that they don't like with the morphology of the plant, so they're killing it off. Are you the type that kills off plants throughout the grow? Or are you a pheno hunter where you're letting everything grow no matter what it looks like all the way up until harvest?
Yeah, absolutely. I tend to cull early and often. I think if you're looking for a plant that checks all the boxes, you have to cull early and often. Like I said before, if your mission dictates that you look through some of these finickier seeds, then so be it. Maybe you're after that elusive, lime smell or something. You may tolerate weakness to see this plant through, to see if it's the one you're looking for. But for me, I think that people generally are too slow to cull. I think that there's so many seeds out there, you guys. There's so many good genetics. There's so many wonderful types of plants you can grow. And if this thing is giving you any trouble, my recommendation would be to cull earlier, cull more often, and send more. We have a lot to look through. And like I said, I think people are generally a little too afraid to cull too early. If you're looking for a plant that checks all the boxes, you should be culling basically from beginning to end. On the flip side of that, you really can't tell how a plant is going to express until it's all the way done. One of my members asked me a new type question that's like such a good question, which is, how can you tell when a plant's like final profile is there? At what stage can you tell what a plant's final profile? I said, harvest, cure, 4 weeks into cure, maybe. You have to keep it around to really see what it's going to do. But if you're looking for something that's going to be the one and it's going to check all the boxes, start culling early and start culling often. The only exception to that is if you're looking for a specific medicinal effect or a specific profile that you're willing to put up with some finickiness to get there. That would be my answer.
Okay, and then at what point do you select the keeper pheno? Do you select just one, or has there ever been a time where you had to select multiple keepers because you liked more than one?
Oh man, always, always. So I think there's like a few ways to do this. Some people find a strain that works for them and they have their keeper and then they start working it. They'll find their cultivar and they'll make more seeds. They'll work the generations further. They'll do stuff like that. Other people keep kind of a stable. I'm one of those people. I think this is probably the most common when it comes to cultivators and home cultivators, where they get a list of keepers and they keep a handful around. And then what'll happen is sometimes a new one will pop up that's better than one in your stable, and you'll kind of swap that out. So for me, 2023, I had a handful of keepers, man. Some Rise of Rich work that was incredible. Some Purple Caper work that was really, really good. Another that a member made, a Peach Dosi by a guy named Old Bay. There's just some really, really good keepers, and that's kind of created my stable. Once you're at that stage, I really recommend you share the love and spread cuttings around. You want to either make seeds or spread cuttings around, because the last thing you want to do is hunt for years and years and years and find your unicorn and find the one that helps you, helps your Crohn's or helps your migraines. And this is the one, and then it dies in your garden and it's gone forever. You cannot let that happen. That is like the only scenario that's like a failure in this whole botany of desire pheno hunt thing. And the way that you remedy that is by backing up those genetics. The easiest way is to just give it to your buddies. There are like tissue culture ways to like store stuff. That's really cool. But the easiest way to do it is just pass the cuts around, man. Share the love. Share the love. See if it helps other people with your same ailment. We're all biologically different. Maybe you got the real panacea cut. We don't want to lose that to a power outage. We don't want to lose that to a soil-borne pathogen. So spread that love. But yeah, for me, it's like I keep a stable of keepers. Some people keep no cuts, and they just want to look through as many seeds as they can and paw through the library and see as much as possible. I think that's a beautiful mission in itself. But for me, I'm hunting for something so I can keep it. I'm going to keep a handful of things because I like variety, and I'm going to spread those cuttings around so I don't lose them. There's several gromies who are holding on to those cuts, so I don't got to worry when I'm out here in the islands that I'm going to lose all that hard work. So that's what I recommend, is do that hunt. Get your keeper, get your stable, and then spread the love. Give those cuttings out. It'll be the smartest thing you will ever have done when something goes wrong in your garden. Trust me.
This clip is brought to you by AC Infinity. Use discount code MrGrow at 15 to save on any of their products.